If you don't know who Dr. Diva Amon is, then you might be not interested in ocean conservation as much as you think you are. Diva has been on National Geographic. She is a deep sea biologist. She is a huge advocate in speaking out against protecting the deep sea from deep sea mining. And she's just an amazing person. And today she is part of our ocean people profiles that we did on the Spotlight for Ocean Decoded Live. This is the clip from that episode that we did yesterday. If you're watching this later on, that's okay. If you want to watch Ocean Decoded live every Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. Eastern, you can just hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you do know when we go live, and enjoy this clip of me talking about one of my favorite people in ocean conservation, Dr. Diva Amon. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you after. Now let's get into something we're going to get into a little deeper water. That was pretty shallow water. We're going to get into a little deeper water here with our profile in ocean conservation, the people in ocean conservation that I like to talk about. And the guest here is Dr. Diva Amon. Now, obviously, these aren't interviews. I do interviews on the Beyond on How to Protect the Ocean podcast, as well as the Beyond Jaws podcast. I have had Diva on on the podcast before. She is a very, very busy scientist right now, and she is in high demand. And I'll talk a little bit about her. I'll talk a little bit my interactions with her because she's an amazing scientist, an amazing person. She holds a PhD in Earth and Ocean and Earth Science from the University of Southampton. Studies chemosynthetic habitats and human impacts on the deep ocean, especially deep sea mining, which is obviously very important. Co-founder of the SpeSeas, I think is how you pronounce it. It's a Trinidad and Tobago based NGO using science, that's where she's originally from, education and advocacy to build understanding of marine ecosystems in the Caribbean. She's a postdoctoral researcher affiliated with the Benioff Ocean Science Laboratory and UC Santa Barbara. She also has a marine, I'm going to try and pronounce this probably, Skłodowska Curie Fellowship at the Natural History Museum in London. And in 2020, it was National Geographic Emerging Explorer. In 2022, a Pew Marine Fellow, a recipient of the International Seabed Authority Secretary General's Award for excellence in deep sea research, and appeared as a deep sea expert alongside Will Smith in the Nat Geo Disney Plus series Welcome to Earth. Has dived to depths of over 1.6 miles, so 1 kilometer down, in research submersibles. And one of the most prominent scientific voices warning against deep sea mining, arguing the ocean floor is being industrialized faster than it can be studied or understood. You will hear Diva's name in my podcast tomorrow that goes live, talking about whether the deep sea is a desert or is it not. You know, the CEO for TMC, the metals company, a deep sea mining company, called the deep sea in the Clarion-Clipperton zone a desert that's just 4,000 feet of 4,000 meters below the ocean surface. That's not true. It's not true. And Diva was one of the first people to explore that and to say, hey, you know what? That's actually not true through scientific research. So that was kind of cool. So you can go check her out. The website's up there, divaamon.com. And you can also check her out on Instagram. She's very active there at diva_Amon, AMON. This is always fun to be able to not only highlight your friends and spotlight your friends, but people who are very important in the entire deep sea space. You know, I've got a couple of friends that give me insider scoops and stuff like that, and I'll always send a message to Diva when I'm looking for information. And if she's not busy, she will be able to return. But she is, like I'm telling you, she is busy because she is doing the important work. And not only is she doing documentaries to make sure that people really understand the science behind nature, but she's also working in, where she's from in Trinidad and Tobago, and doing right now the latest thing that I saw, she did a number of different videos on Instagram about deep sea research off the coast of Trinidad and Tobago, which have very deep waters. And so that was kind of cool. I'm looking forward to hearing what is going to be coming out of that. So I thought that was kind of cool. And that is all about Dr. Diva Amon. It's just scratching the surface. She's been on the How to Protect the Ocean podcast, which I also host a couple of years ago. She's fantastic. I'm going to the International Marine Conservation Congress where I first met her. I'm going to go in November, the number 8. We met each other, I think, at number 5 in Malaysia. She's phenomenal. She's a great person. I hope to see her again at that conference because that's where we kind of hang out and we kind of meet each other, as I meet a lot of the people that I cover on the ocean people and conservation. But this is Dr. Diva Amon. If you haven't checked out any of her National Geographic episodes, I highly recommend. I think they're on Disney Plus. Check that out, but also go to her Instagram at Diva_Amon and her website, Diva Amon, I believe. It's on the clip. Check it out. And thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of Ocean Decoded Live Clips. And yeah, if you want to get to the live episodes Monday to Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. Eastern, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you get told exactly when we go live. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Andrew Lewin. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time, and happy conservation.